Hey, today we're gonna be eating the best chicken sandwich in Las Vegas. I'm not gonna say the planet, but in Las Vegas. This chicken sandwich is from Carson Kitchen. I get it once a year because this thing is just packed with sodium. And you eat this, and that's all you wanna eat for the rest of the day. So it has lettuce, tomato, no pickles, but it's got like a Thousand Island dressing sauce. I'm so excited. I just picked this up curbside and I can't wait. We're also going to be talking about 10 things I wish I knew 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I graduated high school, which is absolutely wild. And now seeing everybody go back to school right now and the clown show that is, I feel so bad for parents. I can't imagine. Not even the parents. Imagine it being your first year of middle school or your first year of high school, and now that's just taken away from you. That would suck. I know it looks kind of sorry from here, but for dessert, I got a bread pudding donut. And because it was to go, they give you all the sauces on the side. So later we will be drenching this with this. Let's take a bite. So juicy, so moist. Listen, if you're an adult and you can't get over the word moist, grow up. Please grow up. What happened to my straw? Okay, no straw. Okay, first thing I wish I knew 10 years ago. It's 100% okay not to have it all figured out yet. At 18, I changed my major 3 times. I was originally a biology major because I thought I wanted to be a dermatologist. The lie detector determined that was a lie. And then we did psychology. Huge mistake, not for me. And then we settled on English because I love to read. I can write the hell out of something, as dramatic as that was. You're gonna have some changes. It's gonna be okay. Second thing I would say, wait to do the drugs. Just wait. You don't need Adderall to write a 5-page paper for Political Science 101. You don't need it. Wait until they give you a 25-page paper in grad school. Then you're gonna need it. But if you start young, you get addicted, your body gets used to it, you don't need it. Trust me, you don't need it until, I would say, if you have to, senior year, your thesis, the one 10-page paper maybe that you didn't do on time, go ahead and knock yourself out. But if you can hold off on any drugs, I would just wait until you're a little bit older, until you're a little bit wiser. Just wait. Third thing, as soon as you get a credit card offer at 18, I would say sign up for it. But don't go crazy. Start building your credit. Put the phone bill under your name so you have a history. Don't go buying clothes. In about 5 years, it's not going to fit you anyway. Don't do it. It's not going to fit you, and it's not going to be in fashion. Don't do it. Put your lunch on there. Put your textbooks on there. And pay off the balance. Don't carry balance. It's so juicy. Okay, next thing. Relationships are gonna be a little bit of work. Whether they are friendships or romantic relationships, they will be worth it, some won't. And you're gonna learn along the way which ones are worth investing your time in. Not all of them are going to grow with you. Not all of them are going to carry on within the next 10 years or your lifetime, but it's nothing against you. It happens. But you will learn that not everybody's meant to be in your life forever, and that's okay. The next piece of advice I went through, I've gone through all of these obviously, but I stand by this one. Don't live with your partner. Don't do it. Your 20s are to find yourself and to live alone, not with your partner. There's a book called The Defining Decade, and she specifically says not to do it. In the book, she tells you her reasons why. And the main takeaway I got from that chapter is what I have now learned, and that most of the time the relationship isn't going to work out. And it's better to save yourself from going through that when you didn't need to. It was an unnecessary move-in with a boy. And if it could have been avoided, I probably shouldn't have done it. Next piece of advice. Keep fit. Try to keep as fit as possible by doing something that you like. Everybody in high school does sports and swim team, ice skating. I did dance, running, soccer, whatever. Try to incorporate that into your adult life. I know it's hard. I know that there aren't a lot of adult things like that. But if it's something that you enjoy, keep with it, because you either use it or lose it. One. And the older you get, the harder it is to maintain your weight, but also the less fun working out is. If you enjoy doing something, any type of activity, I would say really try to not lose that craft. In my case, I can still do the splits. I can still kind of sort of do turns. If I hadn't kept up with it, jumping back into it now would be a lot harder, but I enjoy doing it. And it keeps me sort of fit. Next piece of advice is courtesy of my friend group. They said, live your life for yourself. There will come a time and place where you need to please your parents, but when you're figuring it all out, you kind of got to do it for yourself, which I agree with. Similar to this video, they can guide you and give you their input, but I think that there is a time and place where you figure out that you need to live for yourself, do what makes you happy, and just stand your ground and say, you know what, I'm going to do this for me. I hear you. I see you, Mom and Dad. But I really want to do X, Y, and Z, and I'm going to go after it. But you have to actually go after it. If someone that you're interested in tells you they don't want a relationship, believe them. You're not going to trap their ass. You're not going to change their mind. Believe them. Oprah, now I sound like my mom, but Oprah always says, when someone shows you who they are, believe them, and I wholeheartedly agree. You're not going to change their mind. You're not going to be the one, oh, I'm different. No, you're not. If somebody has made up their mind, don't be toxic. Believe them and keep it pushing. Okay, I think I'm done with the chicken sandwich. I am ready for dessert. This is like a caramel sauce, I think, caramel fudge sauce. And this is a creme anglaise. Next, I think that there will always be people who don't like us, people who don't connect, don't vibe out with us, and that's fine. I think the sooner you learn that, the easier it is later on. There will be people who just talk about you behind your back, and you know, I'm not saying it's like high school, but it is. Some people never grow up. Some people never grow up. And there will be people who don't like you simply because you are succeeding. Don't take it personally. Don't let it get to your head. I know it's a lot easier said than done. But these people here in the workplace, sometimes managers can be really immature. It's not worth it. Don't let it get to you. Again, I know easier said than done, but just fake it till you make it. Try to be as nice as humanly possible and just move on. I mean, it's already bad enough that this is a donut, but then to turn it into bread pudding and cover it in sauce is amazing. It was so worth it. The last piece of advice I can give is to always feel like you can ask for help. Whether it's family or friends, a manager, if you feel like you're overwhelmed and you can't do it and you're just stressing out, your eye starts twitching like crazy like mine does, relax. I remember my junior year of college, I'd gotten a B on my first test for one of my lit classes. I had gotten a B, I had gotten an A on a paper, and then the midterm came and I was going through something. Now I can't even remember what it was, but it was something huge at the time. And actually no, I lied. I wasn't going through anything. I studied, but somehow I still got a D. That made me go into a tizzy. I remember freaking out, thinking it was the end of the world. I just, like, the boyfriend that I had at the time was like, what is going on? And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, this is it. This was the midterm. This was half of the grade, and I got a D. I bombed it. I'm gonna have to retake it. I'm not gonna be able to graduate next year. And all of these things just went on in my head. And I didn't speak to the professor. The professor came up to me and said, listen, this isn't your work. I know that you can do better. This wasn't even a professor that I was close with. But he said, this is not a reflection of you. I'm gonna give you another test to retake, bring it back, and we will see about another grade. And life went on. Ask for help. Talk to your professors. Oh my gosh, talk to your professors. They're so understanding. They have lives too. They cancel class more often than you think. Tell your managers, hey, listen, I'm gonna need an extra day off. If they don't give it to you, call out. It's okay. There are plenty of more college jobs to be had. But make sure that you know your boundaries and you set those boundaries for yourself. Don't push yourself too hard, but also work. Do the work. I feel like the older that you get, the harder it is. Like right now, if you told me, listen, you're gonna have to work full time, 5 days a week. Some of those days you're gonna do doubles where you're going in at 12 and not getting out until 10. And on top of that, 2 days out of the week, you're gonna be at school from 9 until 3:30 and taking 5 classes and doing homework and succeeding and having time for everything else. Now at 28, I would think I could do it, but it's a lot harder than when you're 20, 21, 22. I would say push through it, push yourself. You know yourself better than anybody else. Don't burn out. I think on the other side of that piece of advice, if you're not sure what you want to do, if you don't want to take a full load of classes, maybe do 3, maybe do 4, but something is better than nothing. And before you know it, you'll be halfway done, or you'll be a quarter of the way done, or you'll be 3/4 of the way done. And time flies. You think you're going to take just a gap year, that gap year flies. And time only goes by faster the older that you get. I hate it when people say that, but it's so true. Just do it. No regrets. Looking at my heart. Oh my gosh. That's it for my Carson Kitchen chicken sandwich mukbang. I'm very pleased with myself considering I normally split this and I only left a tiny piece of chicken that I didn't finish, but I'm comfortably full. I don't feel overstuffed. Thank you guys for listening. You don't have to listen to everything, but if I helped one person or if somebody took one piece of advice from this, then I'm happy. We will see you shortly in the next one. Bye!